Did you know that nearly 25% of adults have an avoidant attachment style? And most of them end relationships not with a breakup, but with distance? Here's the real question. How do you know when an avoidant is just overwhelmed? And when they're actually gone for good? Today, we're breaking down the one sign that means they're never coming back. Attachment styles shape how we love, how we fight, and how we disappear. Avoidant people in particular often confuse us with mixed signals, emotional shutdowns, and sudden withdrawals. In this video, we'll explore what their distance really means and what to look for when their silence isn't a pause but an ending. You've probably seen it before. An avoidant person starts pulling away. Not instantly, not dramatically, but slowly, almost barely noticeable. They reply less. They seem distracted. They stop initiating conversations. And when they do talk to you, something feels removed, like they're standing in the doorway with one foot already outside. For the partner, this creates emotional whiplash. You go from feeling chosen to feeling invisible, from warm connection to cold confusion. You ask yourself, did I do something wrong? Should I give them space? Should I try harder? The problem is that avoidant behavior often looks like a test. But sometimes it's actually a transition, a quiet shift from connection to deactivation. And by the time you notice the signs, it can already be too late. To understand whether they're coming back, we need to look at the deeper patterns of avoidant psychology. Avoidants retreat when intimacy feels too close. But here's the nuance. Most avoidants do return after they regulate. They need distance, not disconnection. So what separates a temporary retreat from a full emotional exit? Here are the signs that an avoidant may not intend to return. They stop sharing anything personal, not even surface-level updates. Their internal world becomes locked away again. They become hyper-independent. Suddenly everything is, I'll handle it. I don't need help, and I'm better on my own. You notice the emotional tone shift, not anger, not hurt, just neutrality, a cooling, a flattening. They rewrite the story. They start telling themselves, and sometimes you, that the relationship wasn't serious, wasn't a good match, or was never that deep. This isn't cruelty. It's a protective mechanism. If it wasn't real, they couldn't be hurt. They no longer fear losing you. When an avoidant stops worrying about being engulfed or losing the connection, they detach completely. These signs are subtle but powerful, and they lead us to the moment that matters most. Here's the behavior that means they're never coming back. They emotionally shut the door without asking you to stay, without asking you to leave, and without offering closure. Avoidants rarely break up with dramatic words. They break up with a decision they make silently, internally. It sounds like this inside their mind. I can't handle this closeness. I'm safer on my own. This connection is too much or too risky, and then comes the moment that seals it. They stop seeing you as part of their future. Not in anger, not in fear, just absence. A quiet finalization. If they start planning things without you, if they no longer consider your feelings when making big decisions, if the emotional thread between you snaps and they don't try to tie it back together, that's the moment, the point of no return. To recap, an avoidant is unlikely to return when they stop sharing, detach emotionally, rewrite the story, lose all fear of losing you, and most importantly, when they silently close the emotional door. Recognizing these signs isn't about judgment. It's about clarity and protecting your own heart. Have you ever experienced an avoidant pulling away or disappearing for good? Share your story in the comments. More clarity, more healing, right here on Look Within Yourself.